Thanks everyone. Thanks for joining this Salesforce internship program. So, in continuation of this Power Breed CRM app, today we are at fourth episode. We are going to create another object called application request. We will also create a tab for the application request, and we will also create this list of fields on application request object. Let me tell you exactly the purpose of this application request. Application request, we are going to create this object in order to get the request from the customer or adopt person. So this application request can be created by your um, telephonic agents or your operation team or your salesperson. So your salesperson and operation and agent can go and manually create this application request on behalf of your customer request, as well as you can also integrate this application request form on your company website, so that any adopt person who is interested in adopting your pet, they can fill that application request directly from your website, and that data will directly come to your Salesforce CRM environment. And this application request, we have following field called application ID, which is a unique system generated ID. We are going to capture the requester name, called their first name, their last name, requester email ID, the requester mobile number, their address, and the breed requirement. So as a person, as an inquiry person, I may be looking for golden retriever, I may be looking for Shih Tzu, I may be looking for a beagle or so, right? And then we have a requirement description detail where I can say, okay, I am looking for this color code or this microchip available because I am traveling to the other countries, right? And if I do have my uh, the ID, let's suppose I would like to share my security number, I would like to share my basic driving license ID, right? So these are all photo ID. If I have, I would like to present. Then the application status, right? So by default my application status will be created as a new, and once the application request is successfully, interview is started, and then we are going to qualify by your salesperson, then we'll convert this application request data to account and contact. That is why we have created called converted as a checkbox, and converted account and converted contact, right? And the this is the number of quotes field. We are not going to create as of now. We will let you know this field later actually, right? So let me highlight this field we will create a later at the in the next episode. So our next step is to let's create a application request uh, objects and field in my app, right? So I need to go and select, right? So this is my app. I logged in now. After login, I need to click on a wrench icon, go to the setup, click on object manager, click on create custom object. We are going to create another object name called application request. Put the same as a plural name also. As I said, application request is not having a name actually. It should be applications ID, and that application ID it should be auto generated ID, right? So we are going to change our the standard name field application request ID to the application ID, which will be auto number. This will be my display format, and I'm starting with the 1. It should be allowed to the report, allow activities, track field history, including the application ID search I need. I'm going to add to the notes and attachment, and the custom tab I'm going to associate. Let's choose any random tab style, click on next. Going to add this to all profile as of now, because I said this particular tab and app we are going to create for PowerBreed. I'm going to add to the PowerBreed CRM. Click on save. So now we have successfully created this application request in the object. Our next step is to create all these field called first name, last name, right? So first name as a 50, click on next, click on text, next, first name, make it visible, click on save and new, move to the next. Let's select the last name, select a data type called text, next. So we are creating a last name now, click on next, make it visible, click on next, save and new. We have email ID, so let's select email data type now, email ID, click on next, make it visible and save and new. Let's move to the next. We have mobile field, which is a phone data type. Let's select a phone data type, click on next, phone data type mobile, click on next, make it visible for all, next, add to the layout. Then we have address field, which is a data type called address. There is a new data type is now available. I'm not sure. Okay, think let's put as a text area for now, right? So we are going to capture the status called address, another field called address. I'm going to create as a text area for now, save and new. In breed requirement, which is a pick list, right? So breed requirement is a pick list data type, click on next. Here is a breed requirement, choose a pick list. Let's copy the pick list values. Okay, I think probably I need to copy from my episode number 3. Hold on. Okay, these are all breed requirement we have. Copy this one and paste it here. We need all this breed pick list. Copy this breed pick list and paste it here actually. So till now we have a breed requirement. And now let's move to the next, make it visible, click on next, click on save and new button. After breed requirement, we need to have a requirement description, which is a text area 255. Again, let me requirement description, text area 255. Text area 255. Click on next. Make it visible. Click on next. Save and new. And then we have, let me close this one. We have call application photo ID. So sorry. So let me create another field called photo ID, means your identity, right? The requested person, their driving license you can capture. Click on next, save and new. Then we have application status, whether application interview is done, not done, whether it is qualified, not qualified for adoptions, right? So you have application requester status, whether you are done with the qualifications, you go with the round of questions, you interview to the particular applications person, right? So click on next, make it visible, click on next, save and new. Now go and create another checkbox, will call converted. Once application request is approved, we need to convert to the customer, right? So we need to create a checkbox, click on next, converted, click on next, make it visible for all, click on next, save and new. So till now it is fine. Now go and create another two fields, converted account, which is a lookup to the account, and converted contact, which is a lookup to the contact. Very nice, keep going. Here need to create a lookup relationship with the converted account. Next is account to the lookup, select account as related to, we have converted account, click on next, make it visible, click on next, next, don't need to enable here, click on save and new. Now we are at the last field called converted contact. Again it's the lookup relationship or data type, it should be this time as a contact. Let's select this one, we have converted contact, click on next, make it visible for all, click on next, click on next, and just do not add this to the related list as we don't need, and hit save button. So in our fourth episode, what we did, we have just created an application request object, right? So let's move to the Salesforce, this PowerBreed CRM app now. In the PowerBreed CRM app, you see we must be having our application request as a objects and tab, right? So this tab is now available. Thank you, thanks everyone, thanks for joining this Salesforce internship program. So please stay tuned for our next episode. Thanks once again.